Hi everyone, welcome back to Salesforce Textbook. Today we are going to discuss the topic is how we can prepare pick list values on Lightning Web Component in different ways. So before we are going to start the session, please stay healthy, stay safe. Please go through WHO website for latest information on COVID-19. Let's start our session. So what we are going to learn, we are going to learn how to prepare pick list options or drop down options for combo box or select. Basically, you can prepare drop downs with the help of combo box or normal HTML tag that is select. So how we can prepare the values for these things. So for both things you can prepare in the same way, but how we can. Let's see. So we are going to learn how we can prepare options with static values, how we can prepare options with a pick list field values, and how we can prepare values or options from Apex. This is what we are going to learn. Let's see everything practically. So first of all, let's go to combo box. So if you open Lightning component library, under component reference you can find out combo box component. Okay, when you click on this combo box component, you can see this. So this combo box expects options and value. So value, whatever the property you place here, it can hold the selected value, nothing else. And you can call a method or you can invoke a method when it is changed. So this is on change. See, let's see. And what kind of format you have to follow to prepare options. You just need to follow JSON array format and with key value, okay, label and value. This is how you have to follow. So let's see what we can do. So first thing is, let's create a component. So here just right click on LWC folder, create Lightning Web Component, pick list example. Simply. Now let's save this. So when you create a Lightning Web Component, it automatically creates three files. One is HTML file for markup, and another one is JavaScript file for your logic. Another one is meta file for configuring your component. Simply. Now let's go with static values first. So as we know, let's prepare static values. First thing is, for holding selected value, I'm preparing or I declared a property that is called as selected value and static values simply. So if you see, this is the format you have to follow for preparing options always. So here options is a get method. So what I'm doing, I just did copy paste whatever we have the example from Lightning component library. So let's see the output for this, then we can do remaining things. So on HTML part, okay, if you see here template if true. So for what purpose it is? It is going to show or hide based on the values or based on the condition. If there is something or if there is a values, then only it shows the block, okay, inside template. Anyway, here our important thing is how we prepare combo box. So we are passing options, that is get method, to options attribute, and selected value for value property or value attribute. Label is status, and we are displaying selected value here when they change when user change the value. So just do this. And I didn't define this handle change method, right? Let's define this also. So let's go with this simply handle change. See, you know the syntax. So here you are passing event and you are just passing event dot target value. That's it. So what it will do, it will get the value of pick list or drop down, okay, whatever user selects. So if they select new, then it gets the new in small letter, whatever the value at value place it takes, simply. Now let's see. So to add or to configure this for app builder, you just need to do expose is exposed to true and set targets. Target is lightning underscore underscore app page, simply. So let's save everything just to make sure. Now I'm going to create app page for this. So let me add our card body. So for making good user interface, let's add this, then it will be adjusted. So let's add this paragraph tag, nothing else. So it's not related to combo box anyway, it's just for user interface. Done. Now let's create a page. Lightning app builder. I just open Lightning app builder, new. So you just need to go through the setup and app builder, nothing else. And I am taking app page. Through app builder you can create three types of pages. One is app page, home page, record page. Now I'm creating app page. Pick list example and one region. Now just for preparation, it's just for showing pick list examples. See, simply activate for Lightning experience and demo to app I'm adding. So for demo to app, I added this pick list example page. That's it. Done. So let's open our application. What's our application name? Demo to app. Go to pick list example. Where is our pick list example? So it's not added here. Okay. So let's add it. If it is not added, we can add anyway. Pick list example, done. So let's open pick list here. See how it looks like. So when I select, it is showing the value under label, right? Selected value is in progress. This is how you can prepare a combo box with static values. Now we are going to prepare a combo box with dynamic values from picklist fields. Let's do this. Do we need to create an Apex class for that? No. We have JavaScript UI or Lightning Web Component user interface API to get the values from picklist fields. How we can do? Simply, you just need to import UI API first of all to get that. Let's see how we can import what we have to import. Simply, you need to import UI object info API for getting the picklist fields from a field or picklist value from a picklist field, and then you can import whatever the fields you want to, or you can import whatever the picklist values from which fields you want to import. You can import those fields. Here I imported two picklist fields. One picklist field is type field on account object, another one is lead source field on contact object. Now how can we get the values? Let's see. So to get the values from these picklist fields, you need to use wire decorator, okay? And through wire decorator, you can use wire service to get the values. How we can do that? We can see right away. Simply, you just need to do this. If you observe, it's very easy concept. So first thing is you are wiring a adapter, whatever you are importing from UI API, and you are passing one parameter here. If you see two parameters, one is adapter and another one is a parameter with two fields. One is record type ID, another one is field API name. So here, if you observe this is the type field from account object, right? So let's see whether we have any record type or not on account object. If you see here, no record types are there. I just reload it again. Let's see, do we have any record types or not? No. But here, when you want to use this get picklist values, then record type ID and field API name both are required. Then what we have to do? So you just need to pass the master record type ID. It is same for any object, irrespective of any other record types. If you don't have any record types, you just need to pass this record type ID. That's it. And you are wiring this method or this get picklist values to a property, that is type values. It returns a property, and that property contains data property, which contains values property. So it can give you a picklist values from type field. So how can you access on HTML file? Let's see. So this is the property, right? Let's do that. To hold selected values, I am going to declare properties selected account type and lead source. Same way, so from lead source, so for lead source also, what we can do, we are going to get the picklist values. Simply. So if you see this, so when you want to specify a specific record type and to get the specific values related to specific record type, you just need to specify the record type what you want to specify. Simply. Now let's go to lead source on contact. So I already have a record type on contact object. Okay, and if you see lead source, let's see what are the values I selected for this record types. So if you see, out of um, 5 values, I selected only 3 values, that is web, phone inquiry and partner referral, right? Now when I use this record type for retrieving the pick list values from lead source field, then it should give only 3 values. So for that you just need to pass this record type ID here. Now here I passed a specific record type, then it automatically understands what kind of values it can get from the field you specified here simply. So UI API takes care of it. You don't need to worry about it. You just need to pass a proper values for this. Now let's add methods also. Let's define methods for selected values. So simply handle type change and handle lead source, nothing else. Now let's add or let's access these values, these properties on HTML file for combo box. So let's go one by one. First thing is account type, right? Let's take it. So as usual, we have a property that's a wire property. So type values dot data, whether there is something or not, then only it opens or it shows this block if there is some data. And to get the values, pick list values, you just need to use values property of data property. So here if you see type values, that is wire property dot data dot values. Simply it holds the pick list values from type field. And when user changes, then with the help of handle type change method, we are displaying selected account type. Okay, simply. Now same way for lead source also. So that means you don't need to write an Apex class for getting the values from pick list fields. It's easy with the help of UI API. Done. So same thing here. If you see, I'm using lead source values property. Now let's see. See, type values. So it is giving you all values as we are using master record type, but it should give 3 values only. See, web, phone, inquiry, because this record type what we specified for that, it is having only 3 lead source values. Now what we are going to learn, we are going to learn how we can prepare pick list options from Apex. So when do we need this? Basically here we know how to prepare static with static values, right? How to prepare options for with static values and with the pick list values from pick list fields without Apex, but when we need. So for example, let's take a scenario. I want to display or I want to prepare options for the profiles which we have in the system. I want to display a drop down with profile list. How can you do that? We don't have any option. We can go with the Apex, but I have to prepare options to display in the combo box. How can we prepare? That's what we are going to learn. But we know the format, how we can do, right? Label value. Let's do that. So for that, I'm going to create a class picklist helper. It's normal class and it's not special class. First of all, it's just normal Apex class. And as usual, to make a method available for Lightning Web Component, you have to make it Aura enabled, or you have to annotate that method with Aura enabled annotation. And if you want to wire this method, or if you want to invoke this method with a wire, you have to assign, or you have to set cacheable true. Simply, that is what you have to remember. And what we are doing here, I just declared a method, a map, profile map, and I am querying profile from our system or Salesforce instance, limit 10. I am querying just 10 profiles only, and I'm prepared a map with key value. Key is profile ID, value is name here. Okay, so when we are returning this, we are doing like this, right? When we are going to prepare, we are going to make in different way. That is, in our case, label is a name, value is ID in options. How we are preparing, we are going to see. Don't worry about it. In this case, we are just returning a map of profile ID and profile name, simply. Now to access or to invoke this method in web components, what we have to do, we have to import this method. Simply, you know how to import from Apex module, right? So get profiles. Here, get profiles. Now I'm going to wire this method. How we can do that? That is also very easy thing. Now, if I go with this, basically, this retrieve profiles is a property. That means when you are invoking a method, Apex method from uh, from Apex, then what you can do, you can wire a method to a property or a function, right? Now, if you wire our Apex method to property, you can't access or you can make that returned values as options for our combo box. So you have to prepare options, then make it function. Simply for that, just need to add this. So I'm wiring a method to a function. That's it. Now data contains the map. So with that, I am just preparing an empty array for now, and I'm going through data. If there is data, then how I can loop through map? Just need to use let key in data. You can use where or let. Both keywords will be useful for variable declaration, right? And key in data. And then how I can prepare? I have to prepare options with label and value, right? If you see here, key is ID, right? And key contains ID because map keys are all profile IDs only. Data of key, what it gives profile name. Key gives profile ID. That means in label, we are going to see profile name. In value, we are going to have profile ID. Now, I have to push this to this array by using push method. Done. Next, what we are going to do? Temp array. I Now let's prepare a property profile list and selected profile for showing the selected. So this profile list for holding options. Simply, how can you access this? This dot profile list equals this temporary. Done. And we're going to define a method for displaying selected profile. That is handle profile change. Okay, let's see. Now we need to prepare HTML, right? Simply let's add HTML. Now we are going to compare profile list. If there is some values, then only it opens this block, and here profile options list. So how it looks, I mean, what is the format of this? It's an array of options. That's why it can generate the options. Simply. Now we prepared combo box successfully from Apex. Let's see output, how it looks like. I'm refreshing. Now see, when you select profile, it is giving you ID of that profile. This is how you can prepare options for combo box or select list from Apex. Now, till now we are using combo box only. But if I want to prepare the same thing with normal select tag or select list, how can we prepare? It's very simple. I'll show you that also. So you all know what is select tag. It is a normal HTML tag. It is not related to Lightning Web Component specific. You can use in Lightning Web Component also, as you can use any HTML tag. Okay, it's a normal generic select tag for generating drop downs or pick list. Right now, here select tag on change handle profile change I'm using, or I'm calling same method what we defined, and data ID. So if you want to access this component, okay, you can access by ID from JavaScript or from class also. Anyway, why do we need to access? We will see that. I'm just defining data ID and this, and then name select user. We don't need to worry about it. And options none. It is by default it will be. And I'm preparing options with the help of for each. In for each, I give profile options list, which is array, and item dot value, item dot label. Okay, when you use profile, I mean when you use for each, then the next element should have key attribute. This is thumb rule you have to follow, and it should be unique value. Anyway, in our options, value is unique because it's a profile ID, and for value I'm giving value, and for label I'm just giving label, nothing else. Okay, now let's save this. Now let's see how it looks like first of all. So select list with profile list from Apex. Now I am selecting this one. Done. If you observe here, when I am selecting system administrator, it is not reflecting in the select list here, right? But it is reflecting in the selected profile because it's a reactive property, but it is not reflecting here. How can I do? One of the way is I have to add this from JavaScript, right? How can I add? First of all, you have to identify this element by ID or class, and then you have to assign, right? How you can do? Normally you can use document.getElement by ID of the ID of the component dot value equals whatever the value you got it. You got from this method, right? So, but you can't use document.getElement by ID in Lightning Web Component. Instead, you have to use query selector. Okay, how we can do that? We'll see. So first of all, let's see. If you select here, then it is changing automatically because it is changing in combo box, right? It is giving. But if you if you change in the combo box, it is not reflecting in the select list because I already explained. But why it is happening in the combo box? Because it automatically reflects with the help of the property, selected property, but not in the case of select list. Now we are going to do that also. How we can do? So that's why I defined data ID. You can go with ID or this class. Okay, you don't need to have a body for that class. You can use that class for accessing this select list. Now I'm going to use ID, select ID. Let's see how we can do. Simply, as I told you already, just need to use query selector. So if you observe here, this dot template, this is called as document dot query selector, document dot get element by ID. This is, so you have to use query selectors instead of get element by ID methods here. This query selector. So if you are using, sorry, if you are using ID to identify the element dot value, simply equals this dot selected profile. Done. This is the syntax you have to use to add any value from JavaScript. Okay, and to add any value from JavaScript, you have to identify that element, right? To identify that element, you have to use query selector. Okay, good. Now, so let's refresh this, how it works. If I do the see selected guest profile and Salesforce textbook profile and system administration, it is reflecting immediately. This is how you can work with select list also. This is very easy. So I suggest use combo box. It's easy to use and easy to get the selected value also. And if you want to work or if you want to access the element with the help of class, you can go with tag name. In our case, select is the tag name dot your class name. Then it will identify the element of select which contains the class as select profile list. In our case, is specified here select profile list, right? But we are using or we are identifying our select element with the help of data ID. Simply, this is how you can work with pick list. So with this, we learned how we can prepare pick list options in different ways, how we can get pick list values without writing Apex code from the pick list fields, and how we can prepare pick list options from Apex for profiles in our case. This is how we can work with pick list options. Wherever you need, you can apply your knowledge from this session for preparing pick list values easily. Okay, all the best. And I'm going to give you this reference. Okay, under this video you can have a look, and I'm going to give you JavaScript Lightning UI API links also under the video description. You can have a look on that also. All the best. Please subscribe to Salesforce Textbook.